impressed by the trading this came in. So I ran to work and got borrowed some 4x6s.
See? The chickens are going to eat that. Do you see them eating it?
Well, I'm 3 hours into this. Got the base completed, pretty much. Still got to put some 4x6s in the middle here, but I'm using those for the head unit to sit on right now. I don't know if 3 hours is good or bad, but that's where I'm at. I'm sure that wasn't the correct way to do that, but gotta do what you gotta do. Well, I gotta stop right here and brag on this thing. As you see it right here is how this head unit came, other than me attaching those. But it came with the engine already mounted. These rollers are on there. All this is in the instructions, but it's already all pre-done. I mean, the blade's even on it. The guards. The only other sawmill I seriously looked at was the Norwood, and I watched a video of somebody putting that together, and this is completely unassembled. You got to put every little part together on it. So this is saving me a lot of time. Now, one thing that I'm a little disappointed in, that's my own fault, is I've been looking at the 130, and it comes also with the 14 horse Kohler, but it's an electric start, so I thought this was going to be electric start, but yeah, that's my own fault there. But so far, I'm super pleased with the quality of this thing. The other thing that I like better about this one than the Norwood is these doors are actually metal. The Norwood's got plastic. Well, a lot of it may have been assembled, but there was still plenty more of assembling to do. I'm over 5 hours into it. Got everything assembled except for there's some latches down at the bottom here and stuff, and I'll wait till I have it on the track to do that. Now I'm going to put it on the track. I'm going to call it a day. I don't have oil to put in there to start it anyway. I'll get that tonight, and it's cold. It's around 30 degrees out here, and I've been out here all day, so I'm getting a little chilled, and sun's going down, so... Well, just so you know, that wasn't movie magic. I actually set it on there first try. Nice. I'm not sure how I like this. adjustment system. I had thought from the videos that I watched that it's going to be a clutch system right here. Now let's hope with a clutch system I do like some other people do and put a cordless drill on the end and just adjust it up and down, but I reckon I'll have to get used to this. There she is. I did not buy an extension for this. Right now I believe I can only cut 10 foot, and that's probably barely 10 foot. But my father-in-law was given a plans-built sawmill that somebody started building, and it has a track system and stuff that was complete already. I'm planning to save money and modify that. I thought I would do that before I fire the sawmill up, but I don't feel like it. I want to get the sawmill going. This is supposed to just be a temporary setup, then I'm wanting to put a stand through here somewhere. Set it up there semi-permanently until I get a sawmill shed built somewhere else. Well, it's winter in Tennessee. The sun's already setting and it's only a little after 4, so I got a bunch of cleanup to do. Get that done and I'm gonna call it a night. A couple more things I want to show you guys before I call it a night. I just like it when companies do small extras like this. I sent a nice pair of leather work gloves, cheap pair of safety glasses, and earplugs. I know it's not much, but it's the little things. Another thing, this shipping crate is actually heavy duty angle iron, and the base is filled out of even stronger angle iron. And I'm thinking that this will make a nice firewood crate. Stack firewood in here and up against these sides. You can see it's only 4:30 and the sun is gone. Be back at it tomorrow. Well, this is the next day, so what I'm going to do this morning is need to put in several more of these feet right here. Well, I've almost got it all adjusted and fine-tuned how it's supposed to be, I think. I was actually missing one bolt several years ago at an estate sale. I picked up these little bolt bins with odds and ends bolts and whatnot in them, and it has come in handy so many times, and found exactly what I needed. So the last adjustment I have is to square up those log dogs. Since it is winter, I'm using a winter grade windshield washer fluid so it don't freeze in the tank and in the lines and cause any problems. Got a nice little sight gauge here, and that's 1 gallon, so it probably holds 2 to 3 gallons, I guess. I think all we like now is just getting some gasoline in the machine, cranking her up. Actually, there's one more thing. I got to mention this. For now, I'm just going to try to do the 2.5 to 3 turns from snug, but I am going to get a torque wrench, and it's got shims in here that you can take out, and then you torque it, and eventually when this bearing is flush with this, and you got the right torque, then you just tighten it in until you got your bearing flush. Probably don't make sense, but if you get one of these that has it all in the manual, it's hard to tell where snug is to start from. I guess I'll give it a go. Another thing, it's got this vibration activated hour meter. It's got this little loop of wire on it, and you need to cut it, and then that activates it. So when the engine starts the vibration, your hour meter starts. My auto lube isn't working, so I guess I gotta get back into the manual and see what I did wrong. Well, I didn't have to end up going to the manual for that after all. It was just a stupid mistake. This is the valve, and it was shut, so you just turn that open. And I did have to, I just tightened the throttle cable just a bit. Now it pushes on there harder. The lubrication works just perfectly. I don't have many logs that'll fit on this the sawmill right now, and I don't want to be cutting down any longer logs. So my first project is going to be making the stand, add that next 10-foot section of track that I'm going to modify to work for this. I've got one log up there along the wood, 3 of them there, but one log there, that 10'6". I'll just cut it down a smidge. It's from a tree I had cut down here by my house last year. Then I had a couple acres cleared this summer on down the road here, so I've got 40, 50 more logs down there. I want to show you guys a miracle here. I've got 3 socket sets with not a single socket missing, and I've had them for at least 6 years. So I must be growing up, whether I feel like it or not. Tell you what, it's turning out to be a nice day. It's getting warm. Start shedding some more clothes. Well, it's a perfect beginner log, I guess. A little bit of sarcasm there. But it's crooked, knotty. Well, in a way, it's a good beginner log, so if I mess it up, I'm not losing anything good. Anyway, I got something I want to show you for you to laugh at. I was at Lowe's last night. I couldn't find a cant hook, so I decided just to order one. In the meantime, I remembered that my father-in-law had this old cant hook head sitting in his shop, so I just went and jammed this piece of 2x4 in there. So we'll see if she gets the job done until my other one gets here. Now, I've never run a sawmill in my life, so don't do it like I did without looking into it first. I'm guessing you want these stops, I'm not sure what they're called, as low as possible and still hold the log. It's got this little stop on the sawmill right in front of the blade that bumps right into this, so it's supposed to keep you from sawing into them. So I'm wanting to get a 6x6 out of this, and I know there's more here than just a 6x6, but I'll probably waste some lumber out of my first logs. I'm going to try and knock some of this dirt off of here. I hear it dulls blades. Probably shouldn't lay the logs in the dirt in the first place, but that's what I did. Well, I'm going to go in the house and ask the wife if she wants to see the first cuts from our sawmill. You want to come see the sawmill cutting for the first time? Wife's going to take over the camera while I'm doing my very first cuts ever. Well, this is another reason that I need to get the rest of the track put on here. This is 10'3" and it's supposed to cut 10'6", and I had it really close to the saw when I started, and I'm still an inch from the end. So you'd be hard pressed to cut 10'6" on the log bed that I've got now. So I'm gonna just finish that cut with the chainsaw and then slide the log another couple inches towards the saw before I start the next cut. Well, that didn't go perfect, but made my very first cut with the sawmill. Well, I guess I started the log back a bit, but they don't give you any extra rail, that's for sure. To get 10'6" out of this thing, you'd have to have it smack dab against the blade before you start. Rookie mistake. Guess I should have put up that log stop first. Oh well. See if I can manhandle it. Probably have to get the tractor though. No flipping way. When you see people on YouTube moving these logs around by hand, they're not hardwoods, that's for sure. I don't know if I can even flip it up on its side again, so I'm just gonna go ahead, just cut it like it is. Well, it's starting to look like a beam, and this is a whole lot of fun. As much fun as I thought it was going to be. Well, I've got all the sides squared up now. Now I get to make some actual boards. Well, got my first log cut up, and I'm surprised how much lumber comes out of a rough, crooked log like that. Got 3 decent 1.5" by 9 1/4, and then these two, I made 1.5" by 5 1/2. There's some decent lumber in there. I've got a project where it won't matter that they're got bark on them like that. Then my 6x6, I made it 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. And had a touch of bark in the corners, but it's plenty good enough for what I need it for. So this is 1 out of 5 of the 6x6s that I'll need to make my sawmill stand. So far I am very happy with this sawmill. Very good quality, heavy duty. I've got no complaints with it. I definitely want to get a torque wrench with a tensioner, because the blade slipped at one point, and I don't know if it's because I had it too loose or if I was just pushing it too hard. Well, like this video if you do, subscribe if you haven't. Come be my farmhand.